All right, hey guys and gals. So we're just going to continue to apply what we've been learning in a real world context. So here we've got an example of a fish tank, and we want to know, how much glass is needed for the fish tank. So how many square feet of glass were used to build this aquarium. So we're going to start by looking at, this back wall here. Okay, so we need to figure out the amount of surface area for each section, and then we'll add all those together. So for this back wall, what is the measurement? What is the measurement of this line? So the measurement of this line, we look directly across from it, and we have this line. That doesn't have a measurement on it. But if we look down from there, we see that this line is 6 feet, which means that if we go up, this is also 6 feet. And if we go across, that means this is 6 feet. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 feet on this line, and then what would this line measure here? So that's going to be, again, we'll go across from it, no measurement. We go across from that, we get 4 feet. So it's going to be 4 feet. So 6 times 4 is 24. So we've got 24 feet squared for the back panel. So what's the front panel going to be, the one directly across from it? So that's going to be the same exact amount because all the measurements are the same. So 24 feet squared plus 24 feet squared. So we've got this we've got this front panel taken care of. We've got the back panel taken care of. Now we've got these side panels. Okay, on the left side and the right side. So what is this measurement right here? So we go directly across from that, we don't see any measurement. We go down from that, we don't see any measurement. So we go down from that, and we see that that's 2.5 feet. So here we have 2.5. We've already got this one times 4. So 4 times 2.5, I believe that is 6. Let me just double check. Sorry, 10. Okay, so 4 times 2.5 is 10. So we've got 10 feet squared, and then over here we've got 10 feet squared. So now, are we done? So let's take a closer look at this. So again, problem is asking how many square feet of glass were used to build the aquarium. So if we look at the aquarium, this bottom section here, that is not glass. That's some type of metal or some other material. So we're not going to include the bottom. And the top, we can see here's the water line. And the top is actually open. So we're not going to include the top. We're not going to include the top either. So we actually have all of our measurements that we need to find the total amount of glass used. So 24, 48, 58, 68, so 68 feet squared of glass. All right, so let's take a look at another one here. Let's look at another real world example. So let's look at this, this cereal box. Okay, so a cereal company is manufacturing these boxes for their cereal, and they want to know how much cardboard is needed for in order to make the box. So we're going to just break this down one piece at a time. So let's put our X-ray goggles on here and look and see what this would be like if we could see through it. Okay, look, something like that. So so let's start with this. Let's start with this measurement right here. What is this measurement? So if we go down from that measurement, we would get this, which doesn't have a measurement. If we go across from there, we would get 4 inches. So that's going to be 4 inches. And then for this line, if we just go down from that, we see that that's 9. So we would have 9 inches. So now we've got enough to measure this top panel. So 4 times 9 is 36. So we've got 36 inches squared. And then we've got another one down here. So that's got the same measurement. So 36 inches squared. Okay. Now we have, let's look at these side panels. Okay, and we can see here that this is 12 and this is 4. So 12 times 4, that's 48 inches squared. And then across from it is going to have all the same measurements. So it's also going to be 48 inches squared. Okay. Now we just have the front and the back panel. So for this back panel, let's look at these lines, these measurements here. So what's the measurement for this line? Well, again, if we go down from that, we don't have a measurement, but then if we go across, we see that it's 9. So this is also going to be 9 inches squared. And then this one, if we go across from this one, we're going to get 12. So 9 times 12 is going to be 108 inches squared. And we've got that on the back panel and on the front panel. Okay, so we've got 108 plus 108. Okay, so that totals up to 108 plus 108 plus 48 plus 48 plus 36 plus 36. That's going to be 384 inches squared of cardboard. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, we're going to do just one more here. No, we're not. All right, so for this one, I just want to look at some measurements here. So let's look at this. Let's put on our X-ray goggles and see what that would look like if we could see through it. So what is the measurement of this line? That line. So that directly across from it is 25. So that's also going to be 25 feet. Okay, and then what's the measurement of this line? Let's do that one in green. It's the measurement of this line. So across from that is 26.5. So this is also going to be 26.5. Okay. So this line here, let's do that one in red, measurement of that line. So we could go down from it and then across. And we see that that's 5 feet. So both of these are 5 feet for this one and this one. Okay, now I'm going to do one of these panels and then I'm going to have you find the area of the whole thing. So let's look at this one. So here we've got 25 times what? What does this measure? Okay, so this measures 25 inches. Now we got to be careful with this one because here we're measuring feet and here we're measuring inches. So we got to figure out how many inches is, or how many feet is 25 inches. So 25 divided by 12 is all right, I hope that makes sense. Feel free to go ahead and find, all right, we're done.